On the roll.
Flood Strand pass.
Nice. Good to see. Good to see.
All right, Flooded Strand pass for Tony. There's Tony in the chat. Caracas Mox Opal.
Promo?
Sure.
Here's Chromox. Yeah, we've seen this mono white list on stream enough today that I think everyone that's been watching can confirm this deck gives headaches. Chalice on 1.
One. I'll respond.
Sure.
I'll fetch.
You're not here.
Fetching in response here is Tony. Let's see if there's a brainstorm.
Cast a brainstorm.
And there it is.
This is a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, I'm just pointing that out.
Yeah. Still on the stack.
Of course.
Let's see.
Wow, Mr. Lee just pointing out, yeah, by the way, my card is a masterpiece. Force of Will pitching Kess Dissident Mage, everybody. Wow. Chalice countered. I think we're bringing the spice on today's live stream. What do you think, everybody? Does anybody have any feelings on that?
Round 17.
17.
Cracking Polluted Delta here is Tony.
The Underground Sea. Two cards.
Two cards.
Potter.
Good. Very pretty.
Thanks. Yeah, this is okay. Draw this one. I'll pass.
Yes, Kess has been showing off their power level by being pitched to force. That's true, Jizlo. That's true.
That's a Thalia.
Here's Thalia, the Mind Sculptor, passing the turn. Mina Harker is really the name that I prefer. Some people are still using Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, but, you know, not everybody's really in the know about these things. Here's Young Pyromancer.
Oh, you didn't declare your foil, probably.
I did not. Foil the cards.
Sure.
I'll take two.
Luanil with a great point in the chat. I wonder how many attraction cards Mr. Lee will include in his next iteration of Stompy. I hope there are like 1 million attraction cards and stickers and the whole deal. I hope this becomes an Unfinity themed deck. Unfinity and Dungeons and Dragons. Let's do it. The Magic lore was never that good anyway, everybody. Here's... I forget what the name of this card is. I think this is the Dungeoneer, Seasoned Dungeoneer. And we're headed into the Undercity with the initiative.
Okay, good. Thank you. This is much appreciated.
Would you like me to explain it, or would you like to read it?
I'll take a read first.
It doesn't explain much what the initiative is.
All right, when HEBs, you take the initiative. Whenever you attack, turn to the cleric.
Did he pay for Thalia? I don't know.
Okay, so you have taken the initiative from entering the building. Every one of my creatures or player controls this combat on the sheet over here takes the initiative.
Let me wait, I'll give you a wrap down when you're ready.
Yeah, whenever you take the initiative, at the end of the beginning of your turn, launch into the Undercity. Okay. Search your library for basic land. So what's going to happen right now is you're going to search your library for basic land, reveal it, put it in your hand.
All right, it looks like the Thalia tax was missed on the Chromox, Twitch chat is pointing out.
Then every time the upkeep comes around, I explore a dungeon. Same thing for you. If you would attack me and connect, and then every upkeep, you would get one of these rooms, you go to the bottom, right?
Okay.
You go on the left side or the right side, whatever. Now, you also can...
And Esper Sentinel imprinted. Good catch by Twitch chat as well.
Like, go to the next room. Just as that's how the dungeon works.
Okay.
Now, like I said, it triggers every upkeep, and also...
Yeah, you cannot put an artifact underneath a Chromox. Good catch, chat.
One being in, I'm in row 1, and there's 5 rows. Row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5. You also explore your own dungeon.
Okay.
So that's why I give you your own instance of the token. So if you were to connect with me or somehow take the initiative, then you would go from room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And then it restarts. Sure. That's up again.
Yeah.
Does this resolve?
The results. Yeah.
Alright, I'll take the initiative. Trigger. I'll go get a basic. Put it in my hand.
Okay.
Get a plane.
All right, some unfortunate game rule violations, I guess, here, but, you know, that's the way it goes.
Use a dice to represent I'm in room 1. And
What else can I really say? We're in room 1, we fetched the planes.
So my upkeep, nothing happens.
nothing else. Just me. I'm exploring the...
Alright.
Not
Frodo in the chat did not draft Ixalan, so doesn't know what the explore mechanic does by heart. Thank you, Luino.
You take the initiative.
It's kind of like a weird true name. When it attacks, it gets protection from creatures. And then I explore. Which is reveal the card.
Alright, so I'd imagine you're going to go on the left side. I don't know.
So much going on here.
Yeah, alright. No idea what's going to happen. We'll just let it
You'll see the value.
Just let it happen.
Let it happen. Yeah, let it happen.
Sword Stallion. Alright.
I'll gain 2. 22.
22. An island.
You have 2 cards?
2 cards, yeah. Not past 2. Let's see this initiative in action.
Oh, for sure.
What's
Alright.
going to happen?
I'm going to go ahead and put 2 counters on her.
Okay.
All right, 2 counters are going on top of the seasoned Dungeoneer, and we're passing the turn. Taking advantage of Caracas being attacked, Source of Plowshares on Thalia. Here's a Chromox, and here's a Thalia Heretic Athar.
Creatures and non-basic lands?
How many times? For your play.
Okay. Yeah, results.
And then I'll say go.
All right, passing the turn, protecting the initiative.
Express iteration?
You guys good?
Yeah, I can attack, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Expressive Iteration resolving here for Tony. The elemental tokens will now enter tapped thanks to Thalia, as will non-basic lands. Cabal Therapy? Okay, Cabal Therapy.
Cast Cabal Therapy targets you?
Name, what are you going to name?
I'm going to make a dude.
Fugitive Wizard.
I'll name Zer the Enchanter.
Okay.
Target player loses 5 life.
That's the next one.
Oh my gosh. Can I remove these at all?
Huh?
Can I remove this at all?
Nope.
Just by, if I connect with you,
Correct.
do I take the initiative?
Correct.
And you don't have it anymore?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
You take like Monarchy. Right?
Understanding now.
Tony Gervetto did not play Baldur's Gate Limited enough, and is now learning, now learning what the initiative does. All right, so now another trigger of the Undercity, and it looks like Tony will be losing 5 life.
I was at 15.
Alright, so we have 4th, we have fetch then 4th, and then I hit you for 2, Oh, you're right, you're right. I didn't count the 2, right, the 15.
Yeah.
From the Tali you hit.
Yeah.
Alright, draw.
Yep.
Thanks for the reminder. Attack here. Yeah, 3 cards, they attack. You should consider attack with the team. Explore.
Attacking with the team and an Explorer trigger happening here. Pointed out by Mr. Lee.
Or cleric, or warrior, whatever. So you're gonna get protection from creatures.
Okay.
And I want to explore.
Okay. Explore's good.
It's a land.
So put it in your hand.
Yeah, put it in my hand, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Explorer puts Iganjo in hand.
Block here.
Sure.
Damage.
You take
5.
5. You got 5.
Yeah, I think that was an Iganjo that went into hand for Mr. Lee, right?
We are going to play Asian 2.
Okay.
Looks like good.
Alright, that's it.
Tony down to 5 life. Unlikely that Tony will be able to swing out here at 5 life. With all the new tokens entering tapped, thanks to Thalia. Exiling a Tundra, which looks like it will then get played.
That's all he lives for. Sure. Yep.
Tony needs removal.
Maybe. This random warrior that has
Totally right.
Yep.
What's happening next? Draw.
And then the last one is so devastating.
Reveal the top 10 cards of the
You get 3 counters and hexproof until end of turn, and then shuffle.
Sword? Swords. Alright.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got that card. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Iganjo protects the initiative.
Yeah. Okay, you go. And block.
All right, game 1 goes to Mr. Lee. Yeah, the Dungeoneer has looked quite good on today's stream.
More than just 2.
Yeah.
All right, Tony showing off the hand there. Thank you, Tony.
We'll keep this. We will go ahead and talk. Go ahead.
All right, 1 card on the bottom for Mr. Lee and Scalding Tarn pass for Tony.
Go ahead. Draw. Human.
Cavern.
Cavern on Human, pretty good. Let's see what kind of dungeon stuff Mr. Lee has in store for us here. All right, so Thalia, Heretic Cathar is the play. Loses 2 life from Ancient Tomb. Thinking about end step fetching here in order to get around Thalia's ability. Makes sense. Nope, not going for a Tundra.
Funny looking blue-red land.
Yeah. There we go. That one.
All good.
Creatures and non-basic lands. Okay, so the stack, obviously, still.
Of course.
Cast Bracer.
Yep.
Okay, I guess this is actually in response to Thalia, my mistake.
Still in stack here. So I'm at 18.
All right, Thalia is now still on the stack. That's been verified. And Mr. Lee showing it floating in the stack for all of us. Here's Scrubland, which enters untapped.
You're passing after that.
Jump on.
Swords in there instead.
Sure. Gain 3.
All right, then a Swords on Thalia on end step, so that's been solved.
You got it.
Ponder.
Yep.
Ponder gets a Pyromancer trigger. Looks like double force in Tony's hand, maybe?
Get these strong spin.
Tap, draw. I will pay 2. 19. Chalice 4. I should have played that someone.
Chalice on 1. Quite good. Looks like Tony has plenty of 1-drops in the deck trying to get triggers off these Mentors and Pyromancers.
That's good.
Tickle.
And here's a Thalia, which is also quite annoying. I think Tony did have her Prismatic Ending in the opener, though, right? Did we see that before the game started? Polluted Delta. All right, Frodo saw it. So there is a Prismatic Ending in hand, we think. Tapping 2.
Prismatic Ending Chalice.
Prismatic Ending removes the Chalice. That makes a token. And another fetch for Tony.
Here's a question. How do you pay the tax for Thalia? But it doesn't make it CMC 1 or 2.
Oh, that's a good question, actually. Yeah.
Judge!
All right, we have a judge call about exactly what Twitch chat is pointing out, how much needs to be paid for the Prismatic Ending.
Tony's currently the active player.
Currently active player. Chalice is on 1.
Yep.
There's a Thalia in play. I am tapping white and a red for Prismatic Ending targeting the Chalice.
Sure.
And using the red to pay for Thalia.
Is it CMC 1 or 2?
So the CMC of... are you asking what the CMC of Chalice currently is?
No.
Prismatic Ending.
Prismatic Ending.
The CMC of Prismatic Ending is in fact 1. If you are paying an additional mana for Thalia, I believe.
Oh, really?
Is that right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Shit.
I want to do this.
Whoa, curse words coming from the judge. So we have a Prismatic Ending that was on the stack here. The mana value of it on the stack, correctly pointed out by Twitch chat, is 1. Because the extra mana paid for Thalia is not X being paid.
This would be a 1 CMC spell.
Really?
And they're calling it CMC, which doesn't bother me at all. At all. Come on, people.
Not counting Chalice. Chalice is not a part of this.
Okay.
That Swords of Plowshares would still be a 1 CMC spell, right?
Yes.
So it is specifically the X. Ignore the X. The X is only important if X is greater than 0.
Okay.
So you would have to pay additional
I
mana.
have to pay an additional
Yeah,
one.
for clarity's sake, we didn't know the rulings. I'm allowing. I think it's fine for him to pay an extra one if he wants to get a. I don't want to get you a prismatic ending counter
Yeah.
because you didn't know the rule, right?
Okay, well, I appreciate
You
that.
just pay 2 and give me 1.
Yeah. So yeah, prismatic ending. X equals 1. Pay 1 extra for Thalia. Chalice of the Void does not see your 2 CMC spell.
Oh, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Cool. I was just like,
Okay. So we figured it out. Prismatic ending was paid correctly in order to remove the Chalice of the Void. Is this regular or competitive REL? This is the World Championship, everybody.
If this is a GP, I would expect you to counter my prismatic ending.
we will take 2. Uncounterable Palace Jailer.
Uncounterable Palace Jailer coming down. That'll target Young Pyromancer. And Mr. Lee will gain the Monarch, which Mr. Lee does not have a proper token. So we'll write that down in the notes.
The Monarch?
Yep. Go ahead and put it on there. Yep, perfect. And then we will pass the turn. I'll get it instant. Yep. Monarchy, draw a card.
That's good.
Drawing a card on instant from the Monarch is Mr. Lee.
Yep.
Brainstorm happening here. Tony is in trouble.
It's been weird game all night because I'm explaining all these stupid emblems that people can't.
Needs to start fighting through this Monarch stuff, or Mr. Lee will pull ahead.
Who's back? I'll fetch.
160.
16.
Shut all down.
It's in my sideboard, actually.
Gone deep.
Wow, that's right. Yeah. I'll grab a Sandra.
Yeah, Tony's decks look awesome.
I'm learning with this version is that if I have Monarchy and Initiative and then someone attacks me with an Ice Bank Portal, they will be getting a lot of value in return.
Yeah. You gotta watch out for those flash creatures.
Yeah.
Life return.
Yep.
Monastery Mentor.
Mental Movement.
I'll pass.
Monastery Mentor comes down and passing the turn.
No initiative, just to make sure.
Yep.
Play a Saga, trigger.
Yeah. These are no longer.
All right, there's a Nurse's Saga for Mr. Lee.
Oh, just like, yeah, leave that. Thank you. And you have 2 cards, you're tapped out.
I know. Free reign.
Trust me, I'm excited to do this.
I'm excited for you.
I guess we do this. We play GTA, attach it to the Thalia, and we can leave this here.
My shit's gonna die.
Yeah, I don't know, we can't play all the spells out of my hand at once.
What's up, Minifer in the chat? Yeah, Mr. Lee was having a lot of fun at this event for sure.
Alright, we're gonna do this. We'll take 2.
It was a lot of fun hanging out with Mr. Lee. All right, so we're tapping 3 mana,
Not 2. Yeah, we'll just tap.
and here's Jite.
Yeah, I figured. I realized you can't counter it.
Yeah.
Take 2, now take 2. Go to gift aid.
Equipping to Thalia. Attacking with Thalia.
Take 2. 14, trigger.
Do you triple block? Oh, we're all right. We're already past that. Gets 2 counters.
Remove a counter. And then remove a counter.
Removes the mentor.
We'll take it. Oh, instant. Monarchy. Oh, I should have attached it over here. I forgot to do that.
Lee is the Monarch, but could lose the Monarch here.
Monarchy, but then you have a
We'll see. Yeah, maybe Solitude is in hand for Lee. Lee's deck is full of nasty surprises. All right, just blocking one elemental, losing the Monarch. And give Tony at least one extra card. And Young Pyromancer is back.
Oh, okay. I like that. So I'm trying to pay for Thalia again here. Let's see. Let's see. So it's a 2 CMC spell.
Yeah, if I moved this, I would have locked it and killed your creatures.
Right.
So I missed that line there.
Monastery Mentor?
Sure.
Here's Monastery Mentor. Cabal Therapy, 2 triggers. It looked like Tony had a meltdown, but holding off on that for now to blow up the Jitte. Maybe because of Urza's Saga.
I got the junk advantage, man.
I'll do Source of Plowshares.
Yeah.
Naming Source to Plowshares. The hand is Archon of Emeria, White Plume Adventurer, and Caracas.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Can't flash that back because of Thalia. Go to end step. Sure.
End step, draw for Monarch.
And you took 1, right? From the showcase. That should be at 14.
Trigger.
Sure. Does that Archon have flash?
No.
Okay.
No, fuck no. Attack with Thalia.
Attacking with Thalia here. Let's see what Tony opts for.
Oh.
All right, going for the triple block this time. I like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna assign damage.
Sure.
First strike, I will deal damage 1 Pyromancer, 1 to token.
Oh, and then it gets the triggers?
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. You do these 2?
Yep.
Okay.
And then do they triggers?
Oh yeah, the first strike does make it a bad block. Good point, chat.
Sure.
Kill this.
Sure.
Quickly, I cannot.
When it was on the Palace Jailer before, that was on the Palace Jailer before, right? The Jitte? I don't know.
Take 2. Go to roll. Yeah.
That was on Thalia. Okay, never mind.
White Plume Adventurer.
All right, here's the White Plume Adventurer. And we're headed back into the Undercity once again. Yeah, if it was the Palace Jailer attacking the triple block, makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, we're not carrying with this right now. This is counterable, but I don't think it matters for you. Archon, you can't.
Oh, bumping the camera. Archon of Emeria comes down.
More than 1 spell each turn. Okay. Non-basic lands under attack.
Should there be a penalty for bumping the 90s MTG official camera? What should be the penalty on that?
Untap of 60. Right. That's so important. Okay. Thank you for reminding. I keep forgetting that one.
Yeah, no, you're good. Oh, Archon's so annoying.
Archon is annoying. Archon of Emeria is the card in the glare on the bottom right of your screen on Lee's board. Prevents more than one spell.
Paying 1 for Thalia. Yep. Meltdown. X is 2.
Meltdown X is 2. So we're activating the Jitte to kill an elemental.
Do you want to kill the monk and leave the token?
I can't kill the monk. It's only a -1/-1.
Kill the token that it makes.
Oh yeah, I killed the monk.
Mentor.
Correct.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yep.
It's,
This gets destroyed.
Yep. Play it tapped. Yeah. The mindset trigger.
Yep. So above.
And I will pass turn.
All right. Tony draws a card off Monarch. The white card next to the mentor is a Monarch token. And now Mr. Lee puts 2 +1/+1 counters on Archon of Emeria with the Undercity.
And then trigger. Trigger the stack. I'm gonna go ahead and tap it. And Heaven and Flame. We'll make it big.
All right. Lee making a construct before Urza's Saga pops.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you're good. Search.
Searching the library now with Urza's Saga.
At least it's symmetrical. It's not one of the.
Sorry?
I just said, at least this is symmetrical.
Yeah, right.
Completely busted. Like those planeswalkers.
Actually, no. Oh, I can get this. I don't need exile, so it's going to do nothing.
Okay.
Okay, just putting a blank Chromox onto the battlefield, no imprint.
This is a quick. Draw a card for the turn. We are going to declare some attack.
Going to combat. Trying to take back the Monarch. Playing Flex on Spiritual Care first.
Even the boys.
Swing the boys. Okay, 4 blocks. Swords, target Archon.
Sure. So I gain 4.
Swords on Archon.
Mentor block Cloudless Jailer.
Yep. Sure. First strike. Jump. And then you trade.
Mentor's a 3/3.
Oh, it's a 3/3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this will die. Second main phase. Yep. Cataclysm.
Can I read that?
Sure.
Cataclysm on the stack here for Mr. Lee. That's going to be interesting.
and then sacrifice the rest.
Yep.
Okay.
The results?
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess we choose at the same time.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have much choice, so it's really you.
Yeah. And I'll choose a land, I guess.
This is somewhat dangerous against Mentor, I agree. Mr. Lee keeping a Construct, White Plume Adventurer, and a Plains, a Mentor, and a Tundra for Tony. Nope. It'll actually be Thalia. It'll actually be Thalia, a Construct, and a Plains. Versus Mentor and a Tundra. And triggering Flagstones of Trocaire now.
And I did not connect with you.
Nope.
Does Lee have the initiative? Did they miss some dungeon triggers? I don't know. There's Underground Sea and pass. All right, Tony draws from the Monarch.
Wasteland, White House.
Wasteland on Tundra.
Yeah. White's coming. I'll take 2.
I also forgot to do this.
Yeah, sure.
You okay to lose 5 life?
Sure. So I was at 14, so...
All right, we have a belated dungeon trigger here. Tony will lose 5 life. Tony now down to 7. It's a little bit hidden under the overlay up top, but it's 16 to 7.
Draw a card? Yep. And we'll say go. Sorry about that. This has been a fun game.
Yeah. I'll fetch.
Tony down to 6, fetching with Flooded Strand. Finding another underground sea. Volcanic Island, actually. Volcanic Island.
That's awesome. All right. Ball therapy. Target you. Trigger.
Yep, sure.
Playing Archon of Ameria.
You scared of that?
Yeah. What is that?
All right, Ameria's Call and Caracas are the last 2 cards in Lee's hand.
Oh, okay. It's also a land. It's a land as well. Okay. Combat. Yep. Attack for 3. Oh yeah, there's a construct. Yeah, that's a 1/1, right?
Yeah, it's a
okay. I'll pass.
Alright, untap.
All right, protecting the initiative by blocking with the Construct. Lee goes to the 4th chamber of the Undercity dungeon. And Ultimate is next turn. The Undercity Ultimate is next turn.
That card's not good for me.
We will attack with it.
Yeah, I'll take I'll take 2.
I go 4.
Yeah.
And then we will Solitude, pitching a Mario's Call. Solid that, pitching 6. And then
Solitude, pitching Ameria's Call removes Monastery Mentor. Caracas bounces Thalia, and it's recast to protect the initiative and the Monarch.
this has been a wild game.
I'll pass.
Untap. I'll keep Ultimate.
Damn. Alright.
Real 10 cards.
This is some good content.
An excited reaction here from Mr. Lee as we ultimate the Undercity.
I'll choose Seasoned Dungeoneer.
Seasoned Dungeoneer will enter the battlefield with, I believe, 3 +1/+1 counters on it. And, yeah. It's basically like a... I don't even know how Tony deals with that.
Yeah. And then,
Very good.
Me and my buddies are in Altheim.
we got a draw step.
Yeah.
Draw a card. We will... Prelate. Power
the target tokens.
Another Palace Jeller for Mr. Lee removes the last token. Attacking for 2. Tony down to 4.
Oh, go to end step, draw card.
Yeah, you got it. I guess.
Cataclysm, the second one.
Oh, nice.
All right, good games. What a match.